Judge Philip Loubser ruled that Magudumana had consented to return to South Africa after being apprehended because she wanted to be with her children.
The applicant was well aware at the time of her handing over of the charges that could be leveled against her upon her arrival in South Africa. She nevertheless consented to her removal from Tanzania to South Africa because she wanted to be with her children. At the very least, she had willingly acquiesced to her transportation back to South Africa.
The court found that the Home Affairs Department and the South African Police Service had willingly been involved in the handing over of Magudumana by Tanzanian authorities, believing it was done in terms of international law.
Moreover, the respondents were aware that the applicant was handed over for purposes of her prosecution in South Africa. What they did not realize was that such handing over of the applicant was in fact an extradition without any process and not a deportation.
The court also said it was of the view that Tanzania decided to deport Magudumana to the country of her origin and she should challenge that decision in a Tanzanian court should she wish. The court also struck out Magudumana's assertion that she had employed the services of a lawyer in Tanzania to challenge her detention but was taken out of the country before the matter went to court. Judge Loubser said she never mentioned it in her founding affidavit.
We welcome the judgment of the High Court that is in favor of the state. What we're hoping is that from now we'll be given enough space so that we can do what is expected of us as prosecutors and investigators to ensure that justice prevails.
Meanwhile, the family of the man whose charred body was recovered from Thabo Beste's jail cell after being used as a decoy in the escape plot say they have faith that justice will prevail.
The way SABC and NPA had been handling the matter, it's beginning to show that justice is prevailing, and going forward we think we will get justice at the end of the day.
Magudumana's legal representatives say the matter is appealable and they believe a higher court will come to a different conclusion.
We needed to reflect on the judgment that was delivered and handed down today and take instructions from the client in terms of what should then follow pursuant to this judgment.
What is going to follow, if you can let us into that?
Look, after zooming into the reasons given by the judge in his judgment, we took instructions and we are of the view that the next process is to appeal the judgment.
Thabo Bester, Magudumana and the other accused are set to appear in the Magistrates Court in Bloemfontein on June 20th. Kamogelo Siekwi, SABC News, Kroonstad.